Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you are now tuned into the very first episode of BanterNBoxing presents Heated Debates with myself, Mr. BanterNBoxing. You probably wondered why I'm looking so suave and dapper and all round sexy. I'd actually challenge you to say I look like that all the time. However, now if you guys have tuned in to my BanterNBoxing shows over the years, you would have known and seen these two men go at it like a pack of wild dogs trying to eat a morsel in the Saharan desert. Now, I'm going to bring up these two gentlemen. And again, thank you so much. Like, retweet, share. Um, Thank you so much for following me on this journey. We've only just begun. I shall bring both men in. On the red corner, we have a Mr. Eric ERF. I'm not sure what that stands for, but I think it's his initials. On the blue corner, we have my padre, Mr. Friday Nights, Mr. Neutral, Hard Talk. I mean, don't really need to say anything else. So, gentlemen, how are you both doing, first of all?
I'm good.
Mhm.
Been waiting for
Stevie?
this.
Oh, I think everybody's been waiting for this. Whoa, mate, we got the clip. This is why Heated Debates is the number one show, the debate show. Okay, guys, like just check yourselves before you wreck yourselves. Before we carry on going through, Stevie, how are you, sir?
I'm very well, thank you, Rico. It's been an absolute pleasurable week so far, and this will just top it off.
It has for me. Not gonna lie, I've not worn this in a while anyway, so I like to kind of dress up. However, this is official, damn it, and I want that smile shit out the fucking window once we start this. Okay. Just need to say hello to a couple of people in the comments. Big up to you, Treyway, and this is in direct association with our parent company, iBoxing Hub. Please, guys, go like, share, and subscribe. First of all, big up to you. Salute to you, Big Boss, Neutral, Eric. We have Inevitable, D Block, D Town, Baltimore. Facts in the comments section. We also have my brother Abbas. Yes, Rico, love the suit. I like it too. Hopefully, right, we can upgrade these. I heard
Yeah,
there's a
we didn't
special.
quite dress to impress like you did, me.
It's no, I'm the moderator, damn it. No one wears a suit in my show except for me. Okay, so check yourself before you
You're
wreck
welcome
yourself.
to it. You're welcome to it.
No, you're not. Only me. Uh Big up to Trey, obviously. Now, these shows will be happening Tuesdays and Thursdays, guys, so please tune in. Thank you so much. Big up to my guy, Dark Skin, locked in on X. Big up to my Uncle Robin. Thank you so much for supporting me as well. Big up to G Chain. Whose funeral is it, blood? It'll either be one of these two men by the end of this week. Okay. Now, gentlemen, pleasantries are done. Okay. Um, Before the show, I asked both men who would you like to go first in the opening statements and who you are for and against. Um, Eric politely gave the Padre, Mr. Neutral, the first spin. Um, First of all, on the record, I'm a moderator and I don't leave my house, so shut up. Just remove that negativity. Um, Stevie, the floor is yours.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Neutral's going to come to you live and direct with some hard-hitting facts in the case of is Ryan Garcia guilty of cheating. I aim to prove to the audience and to the world that Ryan Garcia, in fact, did not cheat, but was guilty of breaking ordinary NYSEC rules in fight week. I aim to prove to all of them that although his behaviour and throughout his faults, that the boxer that is Ryan Garcia has been the victim of a hate and smear campaign that is offending me quite. It hurts. So it's about time we get on Heat Debates on BanterNBoxing and put this nonsense to bed once and for all, because I have knowledge, Rico, and for you, Eric, knowledge that you're going to want to understand and appreciate in the defence of Ryan Garcia. And over to you.
Eric, I hope you came prepared, buddy, because that sounded lit as shit. So, carry on.
Well, I don't know what sounded about that, but yeah, I don't understand how there's a defense when you fail 2 tests. All the tests you can say
Objection.
he
One test.
he failed the test
There's no
before and he
wait.
failed the test
This is.
after.
Sorry, Eric. I do
No,
apologize.
no, we can carry on. We can carry
Opening
on.
arguments. This is opening 2 and what you
You
4.
see,
Okay, we will get
Start too
into the
early.
debate.
Sorry about that.
I know. I'm excited too, Padre. Eric, please carry on. You may go from the beginning if you so wish.
you failed two. You failed 2 tests. You failed a test before the bout. You failed your test after the bout. That's 2 tests. So you did fail 2 tests. How can you say, oh, Ryan isn't guilty of cheating when you have the evidence? Even with that, his defense first was, oh, I don't even take I don't take supplements. Then he said, oh, actually, I shouldn't have took that supplement. That's why. Anyway, we'll go back. We'll get there.
I think
We'll get there.
we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves, gentlemen. Back the fuck up.
I can't
Okay.
help myself.
I know. Both of you can't. This is why you are our opening episode, and this is why I am chaos made flesh in a lovely suit. So, gentlemen, we've heard what you are to. We heard what you are for and against. Now, Stevie, again, Eric has given you the start opening statement. You know the rules, lads, right? You may go. Please give each other the time to speak. You may challenge by raising your hand and saying objection. The person can choose whether to listen to you or not. Okay. Now, Godspeed, gentlemen.
Would Derek like to have the first question?
He's giving it to you.
What was the question, Eric?
Oh, okay, Eric, you kick it off and let's have a nice, clean, dirty game.
How can you claim Ryan didn't cheat when he failed 2 tests?
Okay. Ryan Garcia enrolled voluntarily, I should add, with VADA at his own expense some 18 months ago. Every test that he's ever done under the auspices of VADA, including the Tank fight, including the Duarte fight, and indeed this fight, he has never failed a test. He has regularly took tests all through that period. And on the last VADA test before the fight was April the 3rd. And again, he come up clean in all ranges of tests. Come fight night, he failed the test on fight night. Right? This is where I say it's one test. He took the same test the next day, 24 hours later, and failed. Of course it's going to fail. If it's in the day before, it's going to be in the day after. But what there was on the second test was lower levels due to natural human absorption and dissipation. Okay,
So
let's go
so
back.
can I ask a question first?
On you
So
go.
if you said he passed all these tests and it was good enough, we accept he passed all these tests. So why is it only when he's failed these 2 tests we're not willing to accept it? He's passed
Well,
it. We're accepting all these tests he's passed, but yet we want to make excuses for why he's failing these 2. It's Varda's fault or something. Ryan threatened to sue Varda because he failed 2 tests. Why was you happy with all these tests you were doing when they were coming up? You were negative, you were negative, you were negative. Now it's positive. You want to try and sue. It just looks funny to me. Carry on.
I'm not aware of the details of the litigation case that he wanted to sue VADA for. From my guess, it's for disclosure, but that's another story. Excuse me a minute. Right, that's another story. The reasons for the failure are down to Ryan Garcia, but they're only down to Ryan Garcia in fight week and the use of Osterine, which, for me, for what he's been busted with, would have had zero effect, whatever use he had for it, whether it be performance or for weight
Yeah,
stroke.
but that's what you think. That's what he got caught with. What
Yeah,
did he have in his system before he got caught? We were acting like cycling off of PEDs isn't something in boxing.
yeah, but you're
Just
talking
because
from the
just because
3rd of April
that it
to the
just
for the to the
who's to who's
19th.
to say he wasn't cycling off properly then? When he got
When you say
tested on the third
cycling
of
off properly, what
where,
do you mean? Explain.
what do you mean? Explain. You
Explain the
understand
cycling
fighters
off
when fight
process.
when
It's called
Eric,
hate debate, mate. Explain the
he's
cycling off
asked you to
process
explain.
to the audience.
when a fighter is on PEDs, there's a cycling off period where they tend to get tested. So once they've cycled off, they get tested, they will come up negative, then they can do whatever and go through the cycle again. Who's to say Ryan wasn't cycling off properly? And then when it got to fight week, he was struggling to make weight. That is one of the reasons why he couldn't cycle off properly. That is a plausible reason why Ryan pops only a little bit.
Stevie,
Cycling off something in between drug tests that are random is a bit of a weak argument. What you got to
So explain
understand is
if it's a weekend
he doesn't
argument.
know when
Explain.
them he doesn't know when them tests are going to be done, and they're completely random, right? He doesn't get a booking, an appointment.
He knows there's a test.
So
The
when is
fight on
okay,
fight
he
okay,
night.
lads,
He
supposed
okay,
to
knows
have
there's
okay,
a
okay,
cycled
okay. God
he
damn
off?
it!
knows there's a
Wait,
test on fight
hold
night,
on,
and he knows
hold
there's a
on.
test after the
Wait,
fight.
let's just before you continue. Obviously, let's you know the rules. Let's get some objections in here, okay? And I'm loving this, but let's get some fucking law and order. All right, thank you, gentlemen. Thank you.
Okay, so let's go back to the facts rather than not what we think.
The
The
fact is
facts
he
was
failed the test. That's the facts.
Eric, I
the
believe
fact is he did fail a
objection.
test, right? According to the NYSCC rules on Osterine, which perchance NYSCC are the only commission in the United States that has a 0.1 milligram tolerance level and cap on Osterine. Now, this is going to lead me up into why there was Osterine in Ryan Garcia in fight week, if you'll let me finish.
But first,
One thing. Wait, one
one
thing.
second, 1 second.
Mhm. Go on, Eric.
Before you go on and say why there was Austrian, Ryan Garcia plain and simply said he didn't do this. This was a setup. Victor Conte set him up. Snack set him up. Eddie Hearn set him up. So why there's Austrian in his system? There shouldn't be. He was saying there was Austrian. Someone tampered with his results. There was actually Austrian in his system.
I
Someone
aim to
tampered with
highlight
his
that.
results.
I aim
That
to
was one of
highlight
the
that.
things.
Yeah,
That was one of the
I
things.
understand what you're saying, but I aim to highlight that.
So Stevie,
Right?
Okay.
obviously you wait. So
If
Stevie, you'll
if
obviously you'll go through. Eric, please, in terms of what you want to interject in, let's give an objection, and Stevie has the right to say no until he's finished speaking and acknowledges, and then you carry on to rebuttal. All right.
okay,
Go for it.
as I said, if we go back to the facts, Austrian was seen in his test on the April the 20th, not before, if we're sticking with facts. Right. I want to go back to the beginning of fight week. Saturday, April the 13th. Right? This is why I think there was a big kerfuffle with Ryan Garcia's lawyers over his sentencing. And listen, let me explain something. According to NYSCC rules, if a fighter is more than £7 out a week to go, the fight's called off. Right? Ryan Garcia was not weighed fight week by them until the weigh-in, where they could not consider whether he was struggling to make weight. Right? They failed that. This is why they had to make a deal. There was a number of things the NYSCC didn't do and failed protocol, and this is why they couldn't fully punish Ryan Garcia to the full extent of the law. And in these failings, they would have noticed that Ryan Garcia was £7 over in fight week. They would have noticed that on the night before, if they'd weighed him the night before weigh-in to make sure that he's within the boundaries of their own rules, they would have found out that he was £4 over. And they would have found out that Scooter, his trainer at the time, his nutritionist, right, was giving Ryan Garcia supplements, which he insisted himself was, given a wee flavour, right? So Ryan Garcia, it is well known now, was struggling to burn 4 pounds from 147 and couldn't do it. And on advice, when he did seek it out on weigh-in day, he was told, you're not going to make the weight, but you're within the 3 pound weight difference to keep the fight going, but it's not going to be sanctioned as a title fight. Now, this was put to the team Haney on the times after the weigh-in, and they rearranged a fight at 143. Devin Haney signed the fight. Devin Haney was compensated to the point of $1.5 million for Ryan Garcia missing weight. So he's already paid him to miss weight. He then signed a contract to that. Now, with Osterine, whether it's 1 milligram or 0.5 milligram or 0.4 milligram or even 25 milligrams, your first day of using it is half shelf life. So if you've took 5 milligrams, 24 hours later, 2.5 milligrams are going to show up. 48 hours later, it's completely dissipated. Now, I get what you mean about cycling off, but when it comes to previous VADA tests, he has not been notified of these dates. He is tested on a very random basis, and he's passed them all. I will not accept loose evidence that people say that he cycled off of this test. He's therefore cheated in every single test that he's had down back the line to whatever fight that people can, imagine. So with that, I think I've answered that question.
I don't know what question you answered, but yeah.
Maybe multiple.
Firstly, Ryan now was struggling to make a weight. That's why he took the Austrian. Is that what you're telling me?
That's
Just a
why
yes or no answer.
His nutritionist gave him a and this is what he was actually done for.
It was just a yes or no. This is just a yes
According
or no.
to NYSCC rules, he is not allowed to use any supplements without written consent. Fight week. Until fight week, they have to register supplements with the NYSCC. You haven't objected, and I'm not listening. So
I was the one who was talking. I let you speak for like 5 minutes. I was on. So I asked you a yes or no question.
If you just answer the question, and then
What
Eric,
was the
if you
I
question?
just asked you a yes or no question.
What was the yes or no question?
Did Ryan take Austrian to lose weight?
Yes or no?
In my opinion, yes.
Right,
So
Eric,
that's your opinion. That's your
Of course
opinion.
it is.
Okay.
There's no other use for it. There's no other use for it in the time frame from his last VADA clearance. There's no performance. There is
that's your time
zero
frame.
performance
gentlemen.
Products. And I'll tell you, there's bodybuilders that have come out. There's nutritionists that have come out who know about Osterine, and they've all said Osterine is not for performance. Osterine is for recovery and for weight stripping. So if you think that Ryan Garcia has been taking Osterine for performance enhancing for that use, you are miles out of the way. Miles away.
For one,
Okay.
Ryan said he doesn't take. Ryan said he doesn't
Ryan
take
said he never heard
supplements.
of it. He called it ostrich.
Padre,
Yeah.
Padre. I think what
I mean,
we'll
he's
do
not
as
the
well.
brightest button on the jacket. I'm not going to give Ryan props for being the brightest button on the jacket.
Because
Allegedly. Slap some allegedly in there.
Ryan missaid the word Austrian, that means he doesn't know what it is.
Austrian is a very, very low grade,
Lads, hang on.
low grade substitute, what they call substitute performance enhancing drug. It's absolute shambolic to think that anyone would get any kind of performance enhancer out of Austrian. It's been around since the dawn of time.
No, so Austrian doesn't doesn't make you stronger, doesn't make you quicker. No, Austrian don't do that. It doesn't say that.
It recovers muscles quicker than natural processes.
Gentlemen, let's some parliamentary procedure.
I suggest you go and research Austrian before coming onto a show and trying to impose your very weak argument on Mr. Neutral.
Does it enhance you?
I know what Don King felt like.
Does Austrian enhance you? So it doesn't enhance you?
No.
Not at all. What does Austrian do again?
It's for weight stripping, right? To make you leaner. It does not make you stronger.
And
it's for recovery purposes once you've gone through torn muscles. It heals the muscles. It helps to heal the muscles quicker. But you need to be taking. And this is another thing, Eric. You need to be taking every day 60 milligram to even get an iota of performance enhancing. It's not for performance enhancing. It's called a performance enhancing.
So you can tell me Ryan wasn't taking
because it has certain characteristics of steroids.
Can you answer my question?
Wait, yes. Eric. I think what we'll do. Obviously, you'll ask him the question, but you've not really. I've not felt you've had your time. Well, not to your.
I can't have my time because as soon as I ask the question, it spills on
No. I feel like no. Wait. Well, first of all, I'm the fucking moderator here. Okay, so I'll say what
do your job. Then.
I would like to, but I'd also like you to stop answering a question with a short question, and then he has to go in and explain stuff. So what I would like you to actually do, Eric, is you ask Stevie your question, right? And then you make your statement. Okay, now, Padre, I'd like you to also let him land. And again, the rules, gentlemen. Okay, if you have an objection, shout objection. But I'm loving this so far. Fucking amazing. I think the fans are too.
I would my statement.
Carry on.
Ryan Garcia has come out and said multiple things. He said he'd love a steroid league. He said he doesn't take supplements. He said Victor Conte was the one who spiked his blood test. He actually said he didn't have Austrian in his system. What happened was Victor Conte and the lab, he has control of his stuff and they tampered with his stuff. He actually said there wasn't anything in his system. So the argument of people saying, oh, he actually took it to strip weight or help strip weight, that doesn't make any sense to me. The guy said he doesn't take supplements. He's had multiple excuses. Then he has a chance to fight his case. He says, nah, you know what? I'm just going to take the year ban because if I did fight it, then it would be longer. You're using this whole excuse that, if I fought it. Do you know how many fighters have been popped and they've fought it and still fighting it now to try and prove that they're not a drug cheat? Bro, you just put your hands up and went, oh, well, my excuses. The only reason why you did that is because it's against Devin Haney. If that was against any other fighter, if that was Tank, that excuse ain't washing. The only reason that excuse washes is because no one likes Haney. That is the only reason. But
no one likes Ryan Garcia. Who likes Ryan Garcia? Nobody.
Listen,
see, the characteristic of this case is not in question here. It's not
Padre, while he's in flow, objection, and he can choose whether to let you speak or not.
Isn't in question, then this isn't a debate because he failed the test. He failed. That's full stop. He failed. There's no debate then. If his characteristics can't be questioned here, There's no
No.
debate.
How can
He
his
failed the test.
characteristic be in question when
Of course
he
it is.
and this
Of course.
nutritionist are trying to find ways to boil down to
What's
140?
that got to do with me? What's that got to do with me? You had that in your system.
What are
I don't
you
care. I don't care.
friggin' talking about?
That is your fault. You used it in that
I'm
thing.
talking as if I'm third person Ryan Garcia.
I'm in my right.
No.
I'm in my right as Devin Haney to believe you was on that
You're
shit the
not
whole
Devin
time.
Haney.
I don't care. I'm in my right as a fan to think you was on that shit all the time. I don't care for your stupid excuse. You are a grown adult. You're a professional boxer.
Right.
You know
If you
what
want to
you should
talk
and
about
shouldn't have in your
cheating,
system.
let's talk about cheating.
You should know
Let's
what
talk
you should have
about
in your
Devin
system.
Haney. Let's talk
This
about
ain't about
Devin
Devin
Haney.
Haney. This ain't about Devin
Right?
Haney.
Let's
We know
talk
you
about
don't like
Devin Haney, who's been
I don't care.
illegally rehydrating over 25% body
He's
weight for the
illegally.
last 5 fights. How is
Has
that
he?
not less dangerous than a billionth of a gram
Tell me
of
a commission.
Osterine, sir?
Just tell me a commission that's
Tell
popped
me
in for
how
that.
that is any less
Tell me a commission
dangerous
that's popped in for that.
than a billionth of a gram of Osterine.
Tell me
About
what
cheating.
commission
Devin
that's
Haney has been cheating for years.
How's he cheated?
Years, since 2018.
Last time I checked, when Devin Haney was on the scales against George Kambosos, everybody said he looks awful.
Devin Haney comes in 25 to 30 pounds over in
It's a hindrance for him. It's a hindrance for him.
9 stone 7. He comes in 2 stone overweight time after time after time.
On weighing day, what does he weigh?
36. He can put on 25.
On weighing day, what does he weigh? What do we have a weighing for? What do we have a weighing day for?
So why do we have catchweights? Why do we have catchweights?
Did they have a catchweight in that fight?
Why do we? I'm asking you a question. Answer the question. Why do we have catchweights?
Because fighters agree to it. What do you want me to say? They agree to it. That's the only way a catchweight can happen.
So
if two fighters agree to it.
Do we agree to the rehydration limit of 25 pounds
Is there
over?
a rehydration clause? Is there a rehydration clause?
So
because if there's one and it's not and it's not enforced, whose fault is that?
Let me tell you one thing. California State Athletic Commission. I've just had a thing put through to the World Boxing. You have to excuse me. I'm very excited right now. They've put a petition through, right? California State Athletic Commission. That is, if you come on over 16% of your body weight on fight night, you are over the limit, and the fight will be stopped due to safety reasons.
Okay.
Right?
And when has that happened?
That's in arbitration right now.
Tell me when it happened to Devin Haney, because you're telling me somebody cheated.
And Devin Haney, I will not say, right, that he is an outright cheat, but he has massaged the rules of rehydration since 2018, right? When he picked up his, when was it he picked up his email bill?
Can I object to one
off
second?
before
he goes on to
Padre,
the email? Let me object before
Padre, would you allow Eric to get it off?
You're telling me that Devin didn't cheat, but he did cheat because he massaged you. You're telling me it's a problem for a professional athlete to get the best out of the system and get the best out of themselves.
To abuse the system,
That's a problem. That's a problem. How are you abusing the system?
That's a massive problem.
The rule isn't there.
If you're talking about boxer safety, and all these numpties talking about a billionth of a gram was life threatening to Devin Haney are talking out of their fucking asshole. If a billionth of a gram made all that difference to Devin Haney and his performance, then
you could say what
nobody's going to fight Devin Haney. Nobody's going to fight Devin Haney anymore because they're going to get sued. Bill Haney and his Vardar compatriot Victor Conte, and God help any boxer, God help any boxer fighting Devin Haney that has to take a Vardar test. I tell you that now.
Show me where Devin Haney failed something. I know a billionth of a gram.
He doesn't have to. He doesn't have to take Osterine. He doesn't have to take performance-enhancing drugs when he comes in 25 pounds over and weighs 15 pounds more than his opponent. That is
Every other boxer does it. Every other boxer does it.
far more dangerous to his
Let's-
opponent than a billionth of gram of Osprey will ever be. And if you can't get
Okay.
that in your head, well, I feel sorry for you.
Okay, wait.
David Benavidez, 1 second. David Benavidez' next opponent needs to have Austrian in the system then, because David Benavidez is a
David
weight division.
Benavidez got to do with
I
the
don't
price of
care.
bread.
You're
What's
saying
David
just because
Benavidez got to do with the price of bread? We're talking about Kevin Haney.
Bear with me.
You're
Bear with
saying
me. Bear
just
with me.
because.
Bear with me. Eric. First of all, fucking wow. Okay. I'm loving this. We currently have 74 live watchers right now, guys. Thank you so much for supporting us. Please retweet, share, send it to the group chats, quinceañeras, anywhere right now, because this is Heated Debates presented by Mr. BanterNBoxing, who is myself. Eric, Mr. Neutral, I mean, wow. I thought we just need a little bit of break. Since we've reached the half an hour mark, obviously the show will be going on for another 30 minutes once the debate commences again. But we must do some shout outs. We have been, there has just been so much interaction within the comment section, guys. I really, really appreciate this. Again, let's go through some of the comments while we get the fire extinguisher on these two burning houses. Just gonna go through. Big up to Robin, my uncle in the building right now. I believe one of them was fight. I'm gonna be using that again. We do have Salom. Big up to you, my brother, man. I do believe this is, I'm not going to say his Twitter name. Weight bullying is a legal practice in boxing. Stevie, you know
No,
better.
it's not. No, it's not.
That's in the comments. Don't worry. We're going to address them. Big up to G Chain. Back in Haney or Garcia is like choosing between cancer and chlamydia.
That's probably the funniest thing I've heard today.
Brilliant.
Can we get?
I was going to say the
Yes.
lesser of two evils as well, but that is brilliant.
Lads, wait. I think, oh mate, I dropped
Definitely.
a little Deadpool. I mean, he's dying on the floor. Wait, well, first of all, G Chain, take a fucking bow, son. All right, I think all of us
Big
right
up
now
G
have been
Chain.
floored.
Great guy. Great guy.
Amazing guy. We're going to be going through. Big up to Salom. It takes one
pack that in,
meal
Salom.
to make a baby, a billionth. Oh, mate, I love the can we just get the banter and boxing in the comments? Just keep on going. This is amazing. The first show right now, we're absolutely smashing it.
Come on.
It takes however months to make a baby. A billionth of a gram still proves that there were steroids in the system. Okay, now obviously
there's nobody debating that he was failed a test and is guilty. It's what he's guilty of, and that you've got to decide.
We're going to get into it, Padre. We're going to get into it. Okay. I just want to big up to Shiesty, absolute rap legend, creator of the 505 Watch Parties, the 505 platform. Absolutely incredible things that she is doing. Please, guys, go on her Instagram, Twitter, follow everything that we've been doing in terms of the watch parties, all the things that she's been doing in terms of the media aspect, and we support and we love Shy over here at this platform. I hope everybody's enjoying the first episode. Okay, just guys, I'm on my way from checking out the new. Oh yes, we will be doing another watch party on the 21st if Fury does not out allegedly. 21st of December, you will catch myself, you will catch Eric. You've seen them on the commentating station out here. Mate, to be honest with you lot, they've kind of become best mates a little bit. So I said a rumor to one and I said a rumor to the other one, and they kind of were just like, and that's what I've done. And am I sorry? No. Okay, would I do it again? Yeah, and we will. But tomorrow, same time, same place over here on the Banter and Boxing channel, presented by myself, Mr. Banter and Boxing. We have one more from Shy. Big up, my boys. Congrats, Banter and Boxing forever. Thank you, my darling. Thank you, my angel. One of the inspirations for the channel, and including these two gentlemen over here. So enough of that pally nice shit. Okay, right. We're going into the last half an hour of the debate. Guys, in the comments, I'd like you to tell me who you think has won this first debate. Okay, I want to see names. I mean, not government names, unless you really want me to. But let's get some more interaction, please retweet, reshare. Thank you so much again. All right. Are we reset now? Are we ready to go back in? All right.
I'm calm.
Now, let me explain the
yeah.
goddamn rules again, because the both of
Bro,
you.
I know the rules. Just let it roll in
I
it.
know,
Yeah,
but you don't.
just
You're not
roll
following
with
them.
it.
So me and Little Deadpool and I have had a conversation, and we love everything that's happening. So we're gonna let obviously
So why are you
things
trying to
carry on.
change it for
However, if I feel that it's because sometimes
Shut that
I
dog
thought
up.
somebody was gonna launch to the moon just there. I can't lie. Even do you guys want to see this again? Wait, what did my uncle say? What did my uncle say? Here we go. Wait, read that bad boy there. Play. All right. So,
Big up, Robin.
again, we go again. I do believe, Padre, you now ask Eric the question, and Eric, you will have your time. Eric, this is not this is not an R&B video, okay? You're not just laying on the side. Did you see this man?
I'm just trying to think what. Now go,
Right,
just
and
go,
you have your
go in it.
opportunity. Stevie, ask him the question. Last half an hour of the show, guys. Catch us again tomorrow. Again, the episodes will be Tuesdays and Thursdays. Okay, Stevie.
I mean, I've got my issues about the revelations of the field tests with Ryan Garcia, and I want to go back to Victor Conti. Now, I'm not going about to sit here and say from my comfortable couch that Victor Conti done anything to you know, tamper or interfere with Ryan Garcia's specimen. But what is not helpful,
So what? So why are we mentioning him? If he's got nothing to do with the test, why are we
I'm
mentioning
talking.
him? He's not
Yeah,
relevant.
I'll get to that. I tend to
Okay,
clip my stories, so if you let me continue,
just a question.
yeah. So I've got my reservations now. Victor Conti is a man with a very bleak history when it comes to steroid abuse. He's ruined the careers of no less than 22 well-known athletes around the world in 6 various sports, including boxing. So, it worries me, and my bullshit radar goes off, my hackles go up every time that man's name is mentioned. Now, if you think back to when Ryan Garcia failed his test, um, and all of a sudden, certain online media, uh, journals have got a story based on Victor Conti, what Victor Conti said. Now, can you explain to me how Haney's family, right, knew about the test Monday the 22nd of April, when Ryan Garcia didn't find out for a week later? Can you explain that?
Can you
Loose
explain that,
lips.
Eric?
Loose
Loose
lips.
lips.
The loose lips is Victor Conti, because no matter what anybody
So
says,
Victor knew he was taking those supplements. Is that what
yes,
he's saying?
Victor knew of the failed supplement test. Yeah, right.
Allegedly.
So so
No, because
so
it's
Ryan.
not allegedly, because he's the one that put the story out on
Okay,
Monday the
what's that?
22nd,
Can you
right?
answer me a question?
And
Can you
then
just
on
answer
the
me one
same
question?
day, hold on, I'll ask. You've not answered my question yet. On the same day, Devin Haney's younger brother just happens to say out of the blue, Alice told me, Ryan Garcia is going to fail is going to fail a drugs test. All this points to collusion, Eric.
How?
And what I mean by collusion is every advantage has been given to Devin Haney in
Mm,
this very sorry affair.
mm.
And judgments were made without full facts, without full disclosures from anybody before Ryan Garcia could even wake up the next day. So what I mean is there's very few people on the Twitter platform that are willing to back Ryan Garcia, the boxer. I don't care about the human being. But Ryan Garcia, the boxer, and his rights, I do care about, because for me, he has been, for me, a victim of, let's say, nepotism. He's been a victim of collusion with media, and it's been given, very little credence to the fact that, this victimization of Devin Haney is just is because nobody likes Devin Haney and his behavior after the fight, and in fact leading up to the fight, him and his father. I just wonder why they get a pass on behaving badly. Yeah, but when Ryan Garcia said the whole fucking world was to hang him, I just
Can I
feel
go?
that.
Can I go now? Because I feel like
Go.
we're miles away from where I wanted to be. Because all this about Victor Conte, did Victor Conte get Ryan to take the supplement?
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the collusion.
No, I'm just asking a question. Did he get
Your
him to take
deflection techniques there. I'll refer
How
back
is
to
it
the judge.
deflection? It's a simple question.
You're answering a question with a question, so
I'm not. I'm asking you. Did Victor get him to take the supplement?
That's a question with a question. Yeah.
Padre.
Did he get him to? You're saying it's collusion.
I asked you a question first. Do you feel that there was collusion between Victor Conte and Devin Haney? You've asked me a question.
The problem I have with this is you're saying there's collusion.
If you can't answer a question, then what are we doing here?
What do you mean? What question?
I asked you the question. Do you accept that there was collusion between Team Haney and Victor Conte with his connections
Eric,
of
answer his question, and then he'll answer your question.
Answer that question, and I'll answer yours.
There was no collusion because there was no collusion because let me just explain this to you. The only way that there's a chance for Victor to get hold of that information is if Ryan actually had the shit in his system. It's irrelevant. Everything after that is irrelevant. It's either Victor messed with his test and he actually didn't piss hot, and the supplement or whatever, the sample that Ryan took, Victor and his team got hold of that sample and put shit in it. So Ryan actually pissed clean, and Victor did that. That is the only way Victor can be colluded into this whole shit. It's got nothing to do with that.
I said Ryan, in the smear campaign on Twitter.
I don't give a shit about smear campaign.
Obviously wasn't listening to what I was saying.
It's irrelevant. The smear campaign is irrelevant. The kid pissed hot. If you piss hot, you cheated. You're talking about
gram.
Everybody's supposed to be happy.
Well, let me ask you a question then. Do you believe that a billionth of a gram was the difference in Devin Haney winning or losing?
Yes, because the fight shouldn't have happened. The fight shouldn't have happened. It's as simple as that. I don't care.
Then why did it happen?
If that is in your system and it's not supposed to be there, it's irrelevant. It's not supposed to be there. That's why we have testing. You can say what you want to say.
Listen, NYSCC have a 0.1 milligram tolerance level. Yes, it is meant to be there. You're wrong.
No, it's not meant to be there.
No, you're wrong.
Not meant to be there.
We've got a 0.1 milligram tolerance. Look it up.
Why? Listen,
so if it's not meant to be there, why have you got a 0.1 milligram tolerance, Eric?
Did he do?
Why have they got it if it's not meant to be there?
Answer the question.
Because they accept it is in supplements. It's been proven before that Osterine has been in supplements.
What test did he do?
Who?
What test did Ryan fail?
He failed a VADA piss test.
Okay then. So what's the rules in VADA? Because don't talk to me about no other company or whatever it is when we're doing VADA.
When we say fail, it was it was detected.
That is what we're doing. Don't talk to me about somebody else.
Detected, and they put the findings onto the NYSCC.
Bro.
VADA don't ban boxes.
We've been having this argument for a long time, yeah? We've been having an argument for a long time. The first argument you had was You've got to wait till the B sample because the B sample might come back clean because Victor Conte this and Victor Conte that. Now the B sample comes back dirty, like everybody and myself was saying it would do. You're changing your argument to, oh, well, he did take it, but before you were saying he didn't take it.
He
So
says, I
which
don't
one?
normally, I
You can't
says, I
be,
don't
you're like
normally use
Ryan.
supplements, but
You're
on
like,
this
you're doing
occasion I
the
did.
same thing Ryan's doing. You're literally doing the same thing Ryan is doing. You blaming one person.
You've just
You blame
closed your
Ashford
mind
Wonder.
off to the simple
You
fact.
blame
All
Ashford Wonder. Whoever you
all
blame.
you've got is it shouldn't be there, that it was in his
No,
system.
you
You've
blame
got
Ashford Wonder. When Ashford
no
Wonder came
other
out and
way
said,
of
no,
your
it's got
tunnel
nothing to do
vision,
with
mate.
this. Then you
You are
blame Victor.
tunnel
Then you
vision.
blame Eddie. Then you blame this. Bro,
I'm
you
not
keep blaming other people. Every time
because he's in
you get
panic
caught in a
mode. He's
lie,
just
you
failed the
change your
test.
story.
These
So why
comments
are
were
you in panic mode?
24 hours after he
Why are you in
found
panic
out.
mode?
He found
You
out,
failed.
and he started to say stupid things.
Bro,
He
you're
was
only in panic
accusing
mode if there's something
everybody.
to clean
But
up.
when it's all said and done, and when the evidence
You're
comes
only in
out,
panic mode if there's something to clean up. If you ain't done shit wrong, it'll come out. You ain't done shit wrong.
will it
You
now?
wanted to
Will
hold
it
your
now?
hands up and say,
Will
oh,
it
I'm going to
now?
take this test.
Or will it come out?
Nah, it's
He hadn't had
serious.
a chance. He hadn't had a chance to defend himself before he was hung,
Chance
drawn,
to
and
defend
quartered
himself.
by Twitter. So don't
Bro,
go
that
there.
man is the most
Don't go
hated
there.
boxer on
You
Twitter. You
made your
compare
mind up as soon
you
as you
named
read.
Brian and
As soon
Devin in the
as you
same
read
context.
that
Bro,
fat ponce on Twitter, fucking
did
whatever,
he cheat?
Rick
Did he
Glazer.
cheat?
As soon as you read that report, because you have
Did Ryan
dismissed
take the
everything he's
Austrian
ever
or
said
not?
before that,
That's all I
because it
need to
was
know.
Devin Haney, you have listened to that
It's
bullshit
irrelevant, bro.
from all these media things who hung, drawn, and
What
quartered
bullshit?
him before he could even defend himself. He was
So,
overweight coming in
because
fight week. It's
the
as
media had an
simple as
opinion
that,
on him,
Eric. It's as simple as
because the
that.
media
He
had an
used
opinion on him,
supplements
he decided to plead
24
guilty.
hours before the fight. You're
He
not getting
decided to
that
plead
through
guilty
your
because the
head.
media thought he was guilty. Is that
What?
what you're trying to tell
The
me?
media
Because
had
the
him hung,
media
drawn,
thinks
and
Conor Benn's
quartered
guilty,
before he
and
could
Conor
even
Ben is still trying
answer
to
the
fight his
charge.
case.
Everybody had him hung, drawn, and quartered before he could answer the
So
charge.
what?
Don't
So
pretend.
that means that
So
you don't
what?
fight your
So
corner.
what? So who brought the
So
information
that
out?
means you don't fight your corner, yeah? That means because everybody else feels that you're guilty, that means you don't fight your own corner. Because
So
last
what
time
would
I
you do?
checked,
So an
a lot of
innocent
people
man
think
doesn't
Conor Ben
fight
is.
his
Let
corner,
me
yeah?
finish.
So an
Let me
innocent man
finish.
will
Let me
just
carry
sit there
on.
and say, fuck
I
all.
didn't ask you nothing. I'm saying Conor Ben is still fighting his case, and
Yeah,
everybody
Amir
thinks
Khan
he's
fought
guilty.
it for 2
It's the
years. Same stuff.
listen.
Osterine still
Amir
says to
Khan.
this day, I did not
Amir.
take Osterine.
So what?
Still says to this
So
day.
what? And is he still banned?
2 year ban he
Is he
got,
still
remember?
banned?
2 year.
And was he retired? So Amir Khan doesn't care. Amir Khan is. He failed a test because that shit is not supposed to be in your system.
Well,
Ryan failed the test. You're blaming everybody else for Ryan
UCAD,
failing a
UCAD
test.
busted him, not VADA, UCAD. And in UCAD,
Right.
there is a 0.0 tolerance level.
Right. So
Do you know
is
what?
Austrian allowed in your
Every
system or not?
boxer,
That is my question
trainer,
to you.
and entourage
Mhm,
get the
mhm,
NYSEC rules,
mhm,
right? 4 weeks before
mhm.
fight week, before the fight. And
So
in
why did
those
Ryan fail?
And then in those rules, if you let me finish, are what supplements that are registered with them, and if they have any other supplements that are not registered, they were to register them. Ryan Garcia used two, not one, but two registered supplements, right?
Mhm, mhm,
Both have come up for Osterine, both of them. And that's yet to be
mhm.
determined in court at a later date
Okay.
or by arbitration.
Okay.
And that's why he was given a year
Those
with
two come up.
no
Those
less than
two.
9 months,
So,
right? No less than 9 months, and
Let's
so
then
let him
he
land
after
was
off,
that.
Padre.
innocent, but
So has the man not got a right
so
to defend himself, Eric? You've
he
just got
hasn't.
him down
He
as
did
a
have a right.
cheat. You've got him down as a cheat,
Are you
and
gonna let
he's
me answer
guilty,
or not?
but he's
I
not
go,
defended
Padre.
himself yet.
Let Eric go. Go on, Eric.
You asking me if he's got a right to defend himself? That's the right check. The guy pleaded guilty and just took the charge, innit? That is what he did. So
What was he charged
don't
for?
answer.
What was
No,
the
no.
charge?
Let me finish. Let me finish.
What was the charge?
What do you mean? Bro
Padre,
failed the
let
test.
him
He got.
land and then go.
Mate, he
He
doesn't
got.
know the charge. He doesn't even know what Ryan was done for.
I know, but let him carry on, and
What do
then
you
you can
mean?
rebuttal after.
For
But
having
what
Austrian
was
in his
Ryan
system.
suspended for to
For
the
having
letter?
Austrian in his system. For
No,
having Austrian in his
no,
system.
no. This
Yes.
is why I know
Yes.
I've cooked you.
Yes.
He was
Yes.
suspended for not declaring that he was taking supplements fight week. You need to look up your evidence and not just say
Bro,
Ostarine. He's not
are
been
you
charged
joking me?
for Ostarine.
So
He's
he's
not
allowed
been
Austrian in it.
charged for
He's allowed
Ostarine.
Austrian in it. Is he allowed Austrian in his
He's
system? Is that
not
what you're
been
saying to me?
charged for Ostarine. He's
Bro,
not a
stop
cheat.
it. Of
That's
course
what
he's a
you're not
cheat.
getting. He is not being
Yes, he
charged with
is.
Ostarine. He's been
Bro,
charged
yes, he
with.
has.
No, he hasn't, Eric.
Oh
Show me
my
the
God.
evidence. Show me the evidence he was charged with Ostarine. We'll do that in part
He
two,
was
Rico.
charged with.
I'll get you
We
the
will do
evidence,
part
right?
two.
I'll show him.
I'm
He was
happy
not
to
being
do that.
charged with Ostarine. He's been charged with not declaring supplements in
You
fight
both
week.
signed a
So,
Get your
contract,
facts
so you
right.
have to do part two anyway.
so one second. So 1 second. Those supplements was on his chart, but he didn't declare him. I don't understand. You
No.
literally said
He didn't declare.
those
You're
two
not
things.
allowed to
No,
take
1 second. 1
supplements
second.
fight week, Eric. Another thing you're not getting.
Wait,
You're not
Oh
allowed
my
to
God.
take them. He
hang
took them in the
on.
last
Okay,
24 hours of the
okay.
fight.
Wait, 1 second,
All right, so
Eric,
1 second. So 1 second.
go
He
on.
said no. He said well, no. Let me get land. Let me land. He said Ryan is not a cheat, and he also just said you are not allowed to take supplements in at fight week. But yet Ryan took supplements, so Ryan cheated. Why are we
Without
arguing?
declaring it.
You're
Without
literally
declaring it.
you're helping my argument.
Without
You are
declaring it.
helping me.
No,
You're
no. I'm
helping
actually,
me, bro.
you're
If
helping
you're
me,
not
Eric.
allowed to do
You're
something and
helping
you're
me.
doing it, if you're not allowed to do something, you're
Yeah.
openly saying you are not allowed to take supplements fight week. Oh, but Ryan took it, but he didn't declare he took it. You're
Yeah,
not
that's
supposed
what
to be
he's got
taking
done
this
for.
shit.
And exactly that's what he's got done for. That is it.
Oh
Nothing
my God.
else.
So is Ryan a cheat? So Ryan's a cheat on multiple levels.
How can you call someone a
So is
cheat
that
that's
what
not being charged with a doping offence?
He's cheating on multiple levels. Is that what we're talking about?
He's not
So
cheating
the
at all.
question is, what?
He's not
Okay,
cheating
then
at all.
I'm done. I'm done. We've got 8 minutes of this left. There's nothing
How
else
can
for me
you
to say.
say?
Let's go part two, innit?
Right,
Let's
right.
run part two because I don't
You're
understand.
calling me a
You just
murderer,
said to me
but I
the guy
haven't been
is
charged
not
by the
allowed.
police for murder.
Oh my
Right?
God.
You're calling me a murderer,
Bro.
but I have not been charged by the police for murder.
What did
That's
it?
the same thing. Mate, I've
Oh
cooked
my
you.
God, Lord.
Part one, I've cooked you
Bro.
already. Next,
You
please, Rico.
literally.
Bring
Ryan
me
is a
someone who
shit.
knows what they're talking about.
The argument
Bring
is Ryan
me a
is Ryan
champion
a cheat?
of Devin Haney,
The
and I will
argument is
destroy
Ryan
them
is a
like I've
cheat.
destroyed
Is
this
Ryan a cheat?
pretender
You don't need to.
on
You can
Banter
talk over
Boxing
me all
Hate
you want.
Debate at
Okay.
our
Right,
launch party.
talk over
right.
me. Talk
All right,
over me.
gentlemen.
I'm
Because the
finished.
argument, the question is Ryan a cheat? You just gave me no, you just gave me just one by saying, well, you're not allowed to do this, but Ryan did this. Bro, he cheated. I don't give a shit whether you're charged or not. We are talking as men. He cheated. We know he cheated. If I know you do something to the police, I'm not gonna go, yeah, bro, yeah, he did that. I'm not snitching. I'm not gonna tell her. I still know he did that shit.
Snitch.
It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant whether he got caught, whether it's thingy. We know. You just admitted he did shit that he's not supposed to do.
Okay.
Let's go part two tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Padre, you may actually no, because I need to save some of this in a little magic bottle. What I'm going to do is before obviously we have the last words and things or whatever. I will Padre, your closing statement in what you thought of today's show. It's not going to be about if you think you won or whatever. I'd like you to think about your experience on the show today. And Eric, I would like you to do the same. And you've both made Scotland and Yorkshire proud, gentlemen. Padre.
First and foremost, big up to Rico BanterNBoxing launch 2024. It's been an absolute pleasure. I'm privileged to be one of your first picks on this show. And big up Eric, as usual. But tomorrow night, mate, it's more of the same. I love you, brother, but there's no friends in BanterNBoxing.
You know.
There is just this particular show.
It's business, baby. It's all business.
Yeah.
Eric,
Nah, Rico, you've done amazing, man. I know how hard you've been working to do this shit, so well done for getting it up and running. And you know it's a pleasure, especially me and Mr. Neutral have been going at it for enough time on many different subjects. So this show just makes sense, and to be the first one, yeah, I love for that.
Yeah.
Neutral, we go tomorrow.
to be honest with you both, I couldn't think of anybody better than the both of you. I just could see it for so long. I just wish that the whole world could be able to see some of the things in that I've seen over a long amount of time. But one thing I do want to say to you, gentlemen, is that I love and appreciate you both. You've always supported me and my dreams and everything. And there's so many people, obviously, that I'd like to thank because this is the very, very first show in a whole series of shows that are going to be on BanterNBoxing as well. I would like to say to people, if you have the confidence, okay, if you would like to grow something on this platform, if you'd like to, I'd like to help you, and shape talent, and hopefully we get a whole bunch of people doing a whole bunch of things like this, and that I think that's what makes the sport of boxing great, and what so many will attract new fans, young fans, old fans. Gentlemen, thank you so much. That was part one of Heated Debates right now, man, with Eric and Mr. Neutral. I've got to say, I was on the edge of my seat. I know little Deadpool was. I had to bring him in, mate. He was like, "What?" He said, "What?" I said, "Yeah, mate." Like,
You say
honestly,
what? Damn. I think I've
mate.
lost
So
about
I mean,
500 followers.
It
mate,
just naturally happens, isn't it? It's just what it
it
is. That's
it's
it.
amazing. It's amazing. This is what Heated Debates is all about. So this week we will conclude part two again tomorrow at 8:30. 8:30. If you would like to be on future episodes, please DM me. Uh, your opponent. I will be reaching out to some people who I think would absolutely make the show incredible. But this one is special. This is my baby. I've been growing this for so long, and I'm so glad that I had two talented media personas now who've kicked everything off. So again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we've truly had the Eskimo dance, my brother G Chain. So thank you all so much. Take care, God bless, and I will be doing the very first BanterNBoxing. So if you guys have ever seen my spaces on Twitter or anything like that, it's going to be just like that. But you'll see me, and you'll all get the opportunity to come through, and yeah. So that's going to be on at 10 p.m. Or 10:15. I think it might be 10:15. So in 45 minutes, you can come and join me. I won't be in the suit because fuck that. And have an incredible night, and hopefully I'll see you all there. God bless, gentlemen. Take care. I'll see you 8:30
Thank you.
tomorrow.
Yeah. So, yeah.